Over the last couple of weeks, we've talked about havingness and allowing things to come to you. And today, let's continue that and talk about what gets in the way of us drawing to us what we want, and also a trick, a tool, a technique to increase the possibility of it coming.
Sure. So one of the things where we've been talking about is this place where you get quiet and everything comes to you. Now, for the most part, that's just an interesting concept because I'm so much in motion. You don't understand I have to. And earlier we talked about the train at 90 miles an hour, and all we're really saying is just turn right. And there's so much motion in people's space that it's a real difficult challenge just to turn right. So this place where everything comes to you, I refer to it also as a place where the answer lies where the question is asked. And what happens is if you get quiet and just simply ask the question and allow, all of a sudden, and everybody has this experience occasionally, it's like, oh, I know what I can do. And there it is. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, what people do in motion is they say, oh, I really would like to go to the movies on Friday night, and then immediately move away from where the thought was thought. And quite often people say, oh, I would like a new car, I'd like to go on a vacation, oh, I really want to get a new house, and then years go by.
On to the next thing.
And they say, oh, I wanted that, but it just really never came to me. Well, no, it could have come to you, but you moved. You weren't where you asked, and the answer lies.
It's sitting right there for you.
It's right there. It's simply ask and you shall receive, as they say. The question is asked, the answer comes to where the question is asked. But we're in this motion.
Yeah.
So one of the pieces is how do you unravel yourself? And again, I go back to Mastering Alchemy. This isn't about selling Mastering Alchemy, but I go back to you get a set of tools, and I watch people get excited, and then they begin to practice the tools, and they realize the rose, for example, gives them the ability to define themselves here, and everything on the other side of this point of delineation is Shakespeare's theater to entertain me, or to disturb me, depending on how you wish to see it. But when you basically begin to realize, I'm here and I don't have to be the effect of or engage with what's out in front of me, you start to get into present time, and the only place that things get created. So when you can begin to recognize, I don't have to go there, I don't have to be a part of it, I can stand in the middle of it and it passes me by, the noise, then you're starting to be in a place where you can recognize, I would like to have for myself.
And you have the room to focus your attention on that thing you want. When you're out there bumping around and going to, your focus isn't on this single point of attraction.
Right. And we've talked about in previous times, but time is an application, it's not a fixed concept. So this sense of past and future, people are constantly in the past and the future. Very little time is spent in allowing the answer to come to me in present time. So, but when you can begin to back out of the television, back out of the noise, start to recognize the huge advantage of this shift where it is disruptive. And so you have people focused in fear and in lack and in loss and in worry, very much over here trying to maintain some level of status quo. But for the most part, nothing's really threatening you in real terms. And if you step over here and begin to ask yourself, what is it that I'd like now that things are not flowing in the same river of status quo, much more can come to me.
And there's a trick that we used to teach years ago, and we haven't really talked about it for a long time. And it's something that we used to call a mock-up. And it's a very fun, easy tool that, do you want to talk about it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So what you do is create a bubble, a space out in front of you, and you put the image of the thing you're wanting to create, a new car, in this bubble. And you're staying in the center of your head, in your higher mind, behind your rose, amused and neutral. Neutral is really important here. And you make it really fun, and you put this car in the bubble and you really see all the details. You kind of roll around in it and feel the upholstery and smell it and just get it all over you in a really fun, not pressured way. It's not it has to come next week. It's just a playful, here's the bubble, here's the thing I'm wanting to create. And once you get it to a place where you're really smiling and enjoying rolling around in this thing, then you release it to the universe and not forget about it, but no, okay, Monday I did that. Maybe on Wednesday you come back in your meditation space and you bring that bubble down and you go, I don't want red, I want green instead. And so you roll around in it all again and recreate it and have fun and really put your emotions into it, because the emotions is the fuel that sends it off. And then you just watch. And the times I've done this, 100% of the time, I let it go, I fine-tune it a few times, and I look around my life and there's that green car. Everywhere I go is the green car I'm mocking up, which is a wonderful validation. And then a key is to really have fun with it with no needing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just allow it, make it a fun experience. Now, where I watch people get frustrated is they want and they believe, but can they have it? And so it goes all the way back to this having piece. Can I have this? And so in a way, that part is real valid and it works. There's a whole nother aspect of backing out of your circumstances. It's like, okay, here I am, and I want this new car. The first thing that comes up is the buts.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough money, but I can't, but all the buts.
But that's a really good find, because you have the tools to clear the buts out of your space. Where in my space do I hold this belief that I can't have a green car?
Right.
Using the rose, using the grounding cord, and your meditation space, just clean it out.
All the tools in Mastering Alchemy are designed to clear out the buts and to basically open up the flow to allow. And right here, though, for the person who's listening, it's really, okay, I would like this. And at the same time, here's the flow of my life. Here's my 90 miles an hour, my train, that says, no, I can't because. Well, what if you could? What if you were the last person on the planet? What if you were just simply naked, all by yourself, and all the stores and everything was there for you? Or it's like the people who win the lottery. It's like, oh, I'm going to pay off my car. I'm going to get this. I'm going to do this. Okay, what are you going to do with the other $7 million?
Right.
I don't know. Because I've never had circumstance that allows me to consider. What many of us do is we accept our realities and then allow it and then just continue to progress in it.
Status quo.
Your ability to change everything, particularly right now, is really available. So it's the piece of not getting caught up in, well, this is my circumstance. Well, what if you change the circumstance? Well, I can't. Well, what if you could? Well, I can't. Well, how would it be possible? Well, you don't understand. You count on it. You'll come up with 50 reasons why you can't, until finally it's like, well, what if you could?
Yeah.
What would it be like to go on a cruise? What would it be like if you could do X? So the real key to all this is, what if I could have that? What if I did do this? What would it be like?
Here's another trick. When I was teaching years ago, I taught a Creating Abundance class. And one of the pieces of homework I gave the students for that week is to go to a really, really expensive restaurant. A restaurant that they would never consider going because it's way too expensive and fancy. But to get dressed up and really own this space, do some energy work to prepare, and you go to this restaurant and you just order dessert. You just order a cup of coffee. You just to be in the energy of that high havingness, you don't have to spend a lot of money.
Right.
And when you're in that restaurant having coffee and a donut or whatever, you absorb it. You step into it. I can have this.
Own it.
I'm going to match this energy.
Yeah, own it. Just simply, you're not spending a lot of money and nobody's going to get upset with you having dessert and a coffee. So you go in there and literally get dressed, go into a real high-end restaurant, and sit there and spend $4 on a cup of coffee. You do that anyway at Starbucks. Go in and whatever it takes, but then sit there and own it.
That's
Just
key.
be there. Don't be in a hurry. Get a second cup of coffee. You can simply say, I'm just going to have coffee. I'm waiting for somebody else to come. 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes later, you say, well, let me have the bill. I'm sorry, I guess the other person's not coming. The restaurant, the waiter, they don't care. So it's a matter of doing something that pushes your limits, that's completely safe, that's very validating. Walk out of the restaurant, just good job.
Yes.
I had a success.
Take a Mercedes-Benz for a test drive.
Oh, great example. Just simply, dress decently, go there in certainty, in ownership, and say, I'm interested in a new Mercedes. Could you please tell me about it? Sit there and talk to the person about the Mercedes. Can I take a test drive? Go drive the Mercedes.
Yes.
Sit there, own it, feel it, get all out and say, thank you very much. I'll get back to you. I'm going to think about this. Begin to do things that increase your havingness, but increase your engagement with havingness. And that's the piece that all of a sudden is like, wow, I can have this. This feels pretty good. I like this. I like myself today. I had fun today. Mm-hmm. Stay out of the, no, I can't, I don't deserve, oh my God, what if? No, third dimension. Here is the space where you begin to just give little things to you. It doesn't cost you any money. You go have a good time, walk away.
Own it.
Own it. These are the pieces. This is a really big piece. Simply begin to start giving to yourself in ways that are comfortable, that are fun. You begin to interrupt your patterns of, I can't freight train at 90 miles an hour. Yes, you can. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can. Absolutely you can. This is a new world you're stepping into, and these are the baby steps that allow the world to give to you. So play them well. I think you'll like them. Mm-hmm. Good. Have a good day.